So I want to talk more about the dark triad, but I want to specifically hone in on Machiavellianism, okay? When you look at the dark triad, you notice that narcissism is at the top. And granted, it's a newer thing in the last 5 years that people are coming to find about. Everybody knew about psychopathy before, but narcissism is something that's fairly new. And it's not because it's new, it's just because people are kind of getting more research into it, because people's masks are slipping more these days. Specifically, shout out to Trump because of Trump. When Trump became president, people felt the need that their mask could come off more easily. You know, they didn't have to wear the hoods with the pointed head. Anyway, so now we're starting to see it more prevalent, and you're hearing girls usually, oh, you're a narcissist. You're a narcissist. You disagree with me online. You're a narcissist. You said something mean to me. You're a narcissist. When the whole time, most of the time, they are the narcissist. But nonetheless, so that's becoming more popular, right? Again, we know about psychopathy. Now Machiavellianism is starting to make it into the chat a little bit more, right? Now, the odds of a person having a dark triad are low. I'm going to tell you why. It's not because they're not crazy, because this isn't based on Machiavellianism is not based upon crazy. It's typically based on intelligence. You have to have a rather high intelligence to be in that category, because you have to be able to think 10 steps ahead. When I was younger, I've mentioned this before, my brother was always told that he was slow. But I knew for fucking all sure that boy wasn't slow. He was smarter than most of us. Okay, he has a rather high intelligence level. He's so smart that he often pretends to be dumb because it works. If people think you're dumb, they don't expect very much of you. And when people think you're dumb, they definitely don't expect that you can do things like be a mastermind or anything like that, right? So then you think back to people like Tupac, who kept saying Machiavelli, he's Machiavelli, right? Well, when you claim something, you become something, because it's first is an internal thought. So as within, so without. It's in your mind, and then you spoke it out from your mouth. So he started off, all this for the people. And then towards the end, as you notice, his life was very chaotic, very demonic, very, and that's because he kept claiming it. Be careful what you claim. Okay. Now, going back to this pyramid, narcissism is at the top because every psychopath is a narcissist, but not every narcissist is a psychopath. Every person that has Machiavellianism is a narcissist, but they're not a psychopath. And the bottom is the baseline, which is their neutral personality that they choose to pretend and flow in and out of, like ebb and flow.